G'day guys, welcome back. I'm going to do, and I think I might do a series of these. I'm going to try for a little bit of movement in my pour. So I'm going to do 3 flip and drags. And then I thought I'd put some like white negative space in and then tilt. Just to get a bit of movement and some negative space. So today I've got white and a dark blue and a light blue and a dark green and a light green, and then I've got my extra white for the negative space. So that's what I'm going to do. Have I shown you, I don't know if I've shown you my sandwich pour that I did a while back. I might have, or maybe you've missed it because you didn't see the video where I showed it. So that's it there, come out lovely. Really like these sandwich pours. So I may do some more of those. It's very glacial. Reminds me of ice and glacier and like snow melting, and then you're seeing the rocks poking through. That's it there. And I might as well show you one of these as well. This was one of the pearl pours with the cloud pour at the same time. I don't know if you can pick up that gold. Let me see if I can pick up the gold. Shimmer, shimmer. It's really hard to pick it up. Anyway, it's turned out really nice. It's dried really well. No problems. That's it there. It's really pretty. I enjoy doing these. I'll probably do some more. They were a lot of fun. And if you're going to varnish, you don't need to worry about wiping silicone off. All right, I've got more to show you, but I'm going to get started and I'll show you some more finished ones in the next video. Pouring medium today is 65% glue, 35% water. I haven't added any extra water to my paints. I've just got, in the colours, 50 grams of pouring medium and 50 grams of paint. The white, I've got 50 grams of pouring medium and 40 grams of the white. Actually, that one does need just a touch, the navy blue, just a touch of water, just a little bit thicker than the others. So I haven't added any extra water to the white. I've just decreased it by 10 grams because the global white is really thick. I don't know why. So hopefully these will be all right. Getting a little mound. I'll show you. I know you guys like to see the mound. A little mound on a mound. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Do a little ribbon on top and it should sit there for between 2 and 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Depends how fast you count, I guess. 1, 2, 3, and it's gone. Maybe touch on the thin side this blue. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go with it. My colours are the global white, and then I've got the dark green, which is deep sea. It's this sort of dark ocean kind of a colour. And then aqua green, I've matched that to Liquitex Basics, bright aqua green, that's that one. And then deep space is my navy that I make. If you want to see how I make it, you can watch one of my previous videos where I show you how to mix up different colours from the colours you've got to make other colours. And light blue, that's another Liquitex Basics colour that I've matched. Light blue permanent, very, very similar. Okay, now I'm not going to put any oil in that one. That's just going to be for my negative space, I think. Maybe I don't need all of that. I'm a bit unsure whether to add water to it or not. No, I'm not going to. 10 grams less is plenty. Right, 2 drops. 1, 2. What have we got here? 50 and 50 is 100, so that'll need 3 drops. 1 drop per 30 grams or 1 drop per ounce of mixed paint is what I like to do. So 2 or 3 drops in half a cup of paint. It's not a very big cup. These cups hold 225 mils. So 2 or 3 drops. All depends on how many colours you've got, really. 2 or 3 drops in half a cup of paint is ample. Give it a really good stir. And I don't need any in the white. Alright, let's start layering. I'll manage to get 2 layers out of these colours, no doubt. You usually get 2 layers. I've had so much trouble with my white creating clouds lately over the weekend, and I just wanted to do one of my usual paintings and not worry about the black and the white. I don't know, maybe it's the black and the white reacting, because the paintings that I did on the weekend all had black and white in them, and every single one of them I had trouble with the white made scales instead of cells. I don't know whether it's a bad batch of glue that I had or what was happening, but the only time I have had that, the scales, is when I use global glue. It does that. So maybe my mix was a little bit too thin. But I tried it with the global white paint, and I also tried it with Artist Loft white paint, and they both did it. So I don't know. The only thing that was the same was the glue and water mix. Yeah, so just a bit annoying. So I haven't got any black in these. Look, maybe it was the black paint. Maybe it's the black making the paint do that. I don't know. But moving on. Put it behind me. I'm still going to put the videos up for you so that you can see anyway what happened. And maybe you guys have had issues like that before with your white paint making scales. If you have, let me know. Show me. I'd like to see your photos. Pop them up on the Australian Acrylic pouring group. Right, that's the dark blue. So what I've gone here, I've gone light and dark of each colour. A light blue and a dark blue, a light green and a dark green. But I haven't gone with a bright green or a bright blue. They're all kind of toned down a little bit. Like I haven't got anything really bright. The navy and the dark green are both really ocean colours, I guess. They're not bright. And then my light blue and my light green are quite soft colours as well. They're not like really bright green and a bright blue. And I thought I might make a series. It gives me something to do, something to aim for. So the first one, this is it. Greens. Basically they're greeny tones. And then maybe I can do like maybe a pink and purple. So I'll do a light pink, a dark pink, a light purple, a dark purple, and then white. And then I might do like a proper blue, have like 4 different shades of blue, since this one's a green and a blue. And then, I don't know, dark red, dark orange, light orange with white. What else can we do? Maybe blues and turquoise, different shades of turquoise. Or maybe 4 shades of all green rather than greens and blues like what I've done here. What else can we go? 4 shades of pinks and each with a white. So if you have any ideas, like 2 lights and 2 darks, then a white, let me know. We'll see what we can do. Okay. Now this is the other white. Now I might just thin that down just a little bit because that's going to go in between my flip cups. And I want it to flow nicely. So There's no silicone oil in this one, it's just my background, so it can be a little bit thinner so that the other paint can just flow nicely into it. Actually, I better make it a little bit thinner too than that. This is just an experiment here, I have no idea. But I think because it's going to be my background, I do want it to be a little bit thinner. Okay, so you can just sit there for a minute while I think about what I want to do. So I kind of want to have 1 cup there, and I just sort of do that with it, and then another one here and do that with it, and then another one and do that. And then in between, I'm going to put the white so that it kind of stays as my negative space. Does that kind of make sense? So hopefully that's not too thick. It does look pretty thick there. A little bit of white can stay there. Actually, maybe I don't need all this paint, hey? I kind of forgot that I'm using white as a negative space. I probably don't need 3 cups. We'll see. Maybe I can get away with just the 2. Depends how much white negative space I want, really, doesn't it? Okay, there's 1 down. Oh, how pretty is that? Put a bit of white there. A bit of white there. I better not use up all my white. And then this one might just sort of come across and into there. Doesn't matter if it goes over the top. Actually, I probably don't need the 3, do I? Because I'm going to be tilting. Don't know. Pretty cells coming up. Oh, it's so nice to see no scales. My last 7 pours. 7 pours. All had scales. So frustrating. Now, do I take this through here? All right, let's do that. Let's go through there. That was a bit difficult to do. Okay, let's put some white there. Now, I don't know whether I need that extra cup. Don't know. See, I haven't done this before, so I have no idea how much paint I need. But see, this cup of white is in place of this other cup. So I don't need them both. I don't reckon I do need that other one. I'm just going to join that white up with that there. I'm going to try it with just the 2 cups. What do you think? No. I'm going to put another one there and then come around here, because that's, yeah, I don't really like that bit. So right in the middle, and it can come around here and then kind of up there, because that's a big gap there. Yeah. And then I can just work out how much I need. If I look at it and go, oh yeah, that's way too much paint, which it probably is, then I can adjust for the next one, or do it again. I'm going to stand around here so I can flip towards me. There we go. Oh, look at that blue. That is gorgeous. You know, come to think of it, I had 5 colours with 100 grams of paint in each. That's 500 grams. Plus this one, which is 100 grams. So that's 600 grams. And quite often I will do 600 grams of mixed paint on this size. So it's not like I'm using too much. Sometimes I use 500 grams, sometimes I use 600 grams. Both work. You just don't want to be using any more than that. Okay, that's all that. How's that looking? Bit of movement. This blending's pretty. That where I've gone through there, that's probably not as attractive, but first time. Now I think I will tilt a little bit that way first and cover the surface just a bit, and I don't have to worry about keeping my lines. Just cover that end. Yes, this is a better blending than that. Oh dear. All right, let's torch. I'll remember not to do that. Put that white stripe through the center next time. After, put it through earlier and let the cup then get pulled through it. I think that's better than adding it afterwards, because it looks too blocky as if it has been added after. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to get cells through that thick white there, which is okay. That's just my negative space. Try for less cells if I can. If I can restrict myself. Ah. Too close. I do like it. I just wish I hadn't to put that big block of white through there, because that's bugging me now. And I don't know that there's anything I can... I want to see if I can fix it. I want to see if I can drag some paint through there. A little bit of extra paint that I've got. Because that's bugging me. Oops, knocked my cups over. Throw them in the bin. And it doesn't matter that it's stripy, because it's stripy through here as well. So I'll just torch that ribbon that I've popped on there. That's enough. Okay. Now I'll turn it around. Probably haven't got as much negative space as I was hoping, so I'm thinking next time maybe less amount in my cups and still the 2 white cups. Right, let's see what happens once I start tilting this around. Need to cover over here, but I do want to just walk the paint back and forth so that my cells can grow in all directions. Get a little bit of that off, keep that white on the very edge there if I can. Come back. I'm going to leave that white corner too. I have to see if I can touch that corner up a bit. So yeah, not as much white as I was hoping for. Just playing with the composition a bit. I didn't like that corner. That's better. Okay, what do you think? Oh dear. Experiments, hey? Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. don't particularly like pouring paint on afterwards and the ribbons, because see how the cells jut out from the ribbons? Now, I've got a bit too much white in this corner here. I just want to see if I can get some of that to go off. Stretch my cells a little bit. Okay, I think I'll leave it at that. A little bit of abstract art, hey? What do you think of that one? Yes, definitely more white paint next time. Then I can have more of this through the center. I just don't have enough. But that's okay. First try, learn from every pour. So I'll just have to remember to make up 500 grams of mixed paint across the 6 cups, not 600 grams again across the 6 cups. And I think that will be better. But yeah, that's okay, isn't it? Happy with that? Let's torch over here in this white bit, see if there's anything there that wants to come out. I don't think there is, because that white's pretty thick. So you're not going to get anything coming up through it. White being an opaque colour, it's really hard for the colours to come up through it. Alright, I'll leave it at that. Let me get my gloves off. Take you down for a close-up. Zoom you in a bit. Oops, that's too much. Go back in. Oh no, don't change the colour. I'm just trying to zoom. Makes it difficult when you've got the powder on your hands from the gloves. Fingers don't want to zoom on the screen. Okay. There it is. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? It hasn't got, for me, it hasn't got enough dark in it. Like, it's all basically very similar colours. Probably needed more of the dark colours and less of the lighter colours, because the white has lightened them anyway. So maybe that's something to look at for the next one. Increase the darker colours, decrease the lighter colours, just so that you don't have such similar colours once the white's blended as well. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm in the light, look at that. Get out of the way. And you let me know what you think of this sort of style. If you don't like it, then I won't bother doing a series of them. And we'll see how we go. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye for now.